Hey guys, onza04, and I just wanted to bring another video to you guys since the ice fishing season is kind of getting started. Well, I'm out in Minnesota and it's still kind of in the 30s, 40s, and hopefully this weekend it cools down enough so we can start forming some ice. So this is the Clam bait bucket, and it's got an insulated carry case. They basically design. So Clam has a newer version out, and the top section has got like a lip, which allows you to, put your hand in or glove in to be able to open it a little easier. And this is the first revision of the bait bucket, and let me just open it real quick. What I did was I added some rope to it just because I couldn't, once you have gloves on, you cannot remove this. It's impossible. And when you're out in the cold, you just start to fumble. So what I've done was I added, a piece of rope. That allows me to lock the bucket in place, and then I can at least, spin it within the insulated case. That helps. Right now it's full of water. I would do a quick test, but no need to. There's another video, and there's a little O-ring inside, full of water. Well, partially filled with water. But it's not about the actual bucket, it's actually turning this into an aerator, which I've done. So if you go on the Amazon, you can go pick up one of these bubble boxes. It's the B11 version. I think I paid like under 20 bucks, I don't remember. So if you open it up, you can see the pump with the air little, it's like a little plastic thing that pulls in and out and then pushes air through. It's a cheap switch. Battery, 1D battery. And the mod that I did was I bored a hole right on the top, and I cut the hole in very small increments, just so I know that when I push this through, it still has a decent, what's the word, like traction or friction, so it's not fully loose, but at least it won't move around and go up and down too much. So let me set this beast up to show you what it's like. You're going to want to feed the hose end through the hole. Should work no problem. You're probably thinking, oh, I ruined this bucket because I popped the hole, but I'll show you a quick remedy to that. So the problem that I ran into is I buy minnows, I put it in here, and within a couple hours you see some floaters, and that tells me lack of oxygen. So I figured if I plug this with my little mod, turn this thing on, it should work in theory. So let's take a peek. So if you look inside, you can see that it's bubbling. Loud, but I'm hoping that I don't know, when I'm out fishing, it's no louder than the Vexfar, right? So that's with the single battery, and I'll just show you what it sounds like with two batteries. It's about the same. Not much of a change, but you can see that it does bubble, and I'm hoping that this little canister, the 0.6 gallon version, will keep the minnows alive longer, and hopefully there's less floaters. And there's a little bit of a gap around the ring of this tube, but I think it's so minimal that if it splashes, it'll just, the only way that it would completely leak out, I think, is if this was upside down, which is highly unlikely because I would secure it. So thanks for tuning in, and one last note, you're probably wondering, alright, so how does this work? in terms of attachment, right? So back this up just a little bit. I've noticed that you can just hook it right at towards the opening, and then it's hooked up nicely, secured. You got oxygen flowing into your bait bucket, which is awesome. So, thanks for tuning in. Just one last note before I sign off. I forgot to mention this. I'll pull this thing off. Let's say you do decide to, remove this cord, pull it off. I actually found this like red plug. It's like I don't know where it came from, to be honest, but it fits in there nice and snug. So when it's not in use, just press it down to flat. And while not 100%, I'd say it's 99.8, and that's good enough for me. So thanks for tuning in.